What's up? Welcome back to the shop, everybody. Here with a race recap from Okeechobee. Points race number 4 here with Black Betty. Still chasing voltage problems. Talked to a few people at the track after trying to figure it out for myself the last month. These 3.0 motors draw a lot of amps and you need a big battery. And this chassis is just not going to accommodate a big battery because of the way the shock tower is. And we're going to have to do something with Black Betty here to get her back competitive. So here are some of the tickets. Just 66 miles an hour. Made a pinion change to try and help the battery. I mean, it picked up a little bit of mile an hour and helped it to the mid, but not really. I mean, it's just taxing the battery. I'll show you on the data logs. I think that was the best pass she had all weekend. And here's a whole bunch of other passes. So let me show you on the data here. And you can see it's just killing the battery. And you can, at the backside, when the battery really gets low, you can see how it's just laboring in the RPMs, just killing the car. And she squoze the throttle. Instead of 36, she only got 10. But watch, it holds good. So you see 100%. Look at that thing. Boom! Nothing. 5.6. Look at the RPMs, they're doing decent. But look at that, it just starts laboring out there. The farther she gets out, 71, 72, 74, 70, it should be doing 2,000 or 3,000 per increment on the DRK. 5.8, I mean 5.6, 5.8, the battery's just getting taxed. Last 100, but look at that, it's just 83, 83.6, it's just laboring out there, it's going nowhere. Voltage is everything. So we're gonna have to revamp this car, get Black Betty where she should be, somewhere near the front. All right, guys, be right back with Hyde and the sweeps test. All right, back here with Hyde. Planned on racing this car this past weekend, but when I started testing with Jekyll with the smaller battery, I was really shocked on how fast the car was going, so I ended up racing that car. And we're a little bit behind on the points race deal, so, and the rain was moving in, so I pulled this car out after I was eliminated with Jekyll. And these are on the red sweeps, and I think these tires are going to be fine. I only got 4 hits on them, and I was able to get it into the 170s. This car's been 169 on Voodoos at 85 miles an hour. Got some tickets over here. So, again, I wasn't putting a hot tune after it, but it was taking what I was given. I wanted to make some more runs, but they had to shut the testing down. Rain was moving in, as you guys saw in the race coverage. The finals got rained out. So I wasn't able to get many tests on them, but I have to say these sweeps are pretty awesome. The only thing I'll say about them, if you spin this tire on a quality prep surface, like a good grip, let's say medium grip, they shake like crazy. They do not want to spin at all. Like a Voodoo will take a little bit of tire speed. With this chassis setup that I have, planting the tire with separation, it just wants to buck and hit the wheelie bar and just buck, buck, buck. So that's the only thing I noticed with the tire. It'll handle some power. Needs more testing, but I really like them so far, so we'll be back with Jekyll. All right, back here with Jekyll. If you guys remember, we were testing the 8-gauge wires from BB Fast with the 5200 last weekend. This weekend we went out with the 6400 just to see what a smaller battery, basically half the battery, would do with these wires. So when I got there, my main concern was just working on the front half because I know that's my weak spot. So you see me working down my short time and my mid. 322, 119, and I'm just chipping away. That's why you're not seeing much mile an hour, because I really wasn't working on that part of the track. And as you see, we're already in PB range. Last time out with the car was a 178, and we're already surpassing that. So this is all day Saturday. What I'm trying to do is get a 0.2 6 foot. So I'm just clipping down. The best 6 foot I've ever had was a 308, and that was with high. Boom, 304. Look at these numbers, man. I'm very excited. My mid needs to be better, and there it is. On Saturday, I finally got my first 297 6 foot, almost a 111 mid. So in the first round, let me tell you real quick. The reason how I was getting there is I was messing with my start power and my ramp. Those are the two things. I wasn't changing timing. I was just messing with that and seeing what these features do. I'm still learning the R1. So again, I wasn't asking for much mile an hour. So in the first round, I drew BB Fast himself. Boom. And we both got loose. I got loose later, so therefore I was able to advance. Second round, I drew Ricky Polk. He just laid a whack number on me. 165. So anyone thinks that right lane is no good, tell Ricky that. I wasn't able to get a hold of the track on Sunday on the front half like I was. So I wasn't able to. It was a close race on video, but on paper, you can see we both had pretty shitty lights. I don't know what his 6 foot was. He, got 600s on me at the mid, so he's already around me. He treed me a little bit. Got some mile an hour on me, 85 to an 88 basically. So we'll get after it. Let me show you the results from the testing of the voltage. So we'll go back to the 8 gauge with the big 15200 first. In case you guys didn't see the last video. Went through it as a 178 pass. It went through at 57,000, 7.3 with a drop in the middle, as you see, of 6.6. Then we'll go back to this one, 169 at 83. Now remember, I'm not asking it for any mile an hour. I was just working on the front half. You can see the drop right there is the low, 6.4. And it just didn't recover, so we're starting to hurt the battery. But boy, she went through at 62,000 at 6.7 volts. It just never really recovered like it was with the bigger battery. So I'm gonna try another battery. Nothing wrong with the battery, it just may be taxing the car. After 3 races and 2 to go, I do believe they're going to do a double header this Sunday coming up because we are behind with the hurricane. But here are the current point standings. It looks like I'm about 4 or 5 points out of the 5th spot with 2 races to go. I'm in the group of 6, as you can see, and there's a lot of badass names in that group of 6 points. And just look at all the drivers we've had in the state. Still 2 more races to go. 47. And I hope the other states are putting in this money. Gonna be a killer pot. Wish us luck. Sunday we got the 5th and 6th race to go. We're looking about 4 points out of 5th spot, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, and we got 6. We got to get it done, boys. Let's go. Y'all have a great week.